Attraction rarely begins the way people expect it to. It's not always loud, it's not always obvious, and most of the time, it doesn't start with a big moment. Instead, it builds quietly. Through small interactions, subtle behaviors, tiny psychological signals that most people don't even notice. That's what makes it interesting. Because when you understand how attraction actually works, you start to see that it's not random at all. It's shaped by patterns, by human behavior, by the way our brains respond to certain experiences. Not manipulation, just awareness. Here are 7 psychology tricks that can make someone secretly start liking you, without forcing anything. Trick 1. They associate you with good feelings. People don't just like people. They like how those people make them feel. That's the part most miss. It's easy to assume attraction is about personality or looks. But in reality, emotions play a much bigger role. When someone consistently feels relaxed, happy, or comfortable around you, their brain begins to connect you with those emotions. This is called emotional association. The brain doesn't separate the feeling from the person. It blends them together. So over time, the person becomes the source of that good feeling. That's why socially intelligent people focus less on impressing and more on creating positive experiences. They keep conversations light in the beginning. They avoid negativity. They make the other person feel at ease. Because once someone associates you with feeling good, they naturally want more of your presence. And that's where attraction begins. Trick 2. The power of subtle mirroring. People trust what feels familiar, not necessarily what stands out the most, but what feels easy and natural to be around. That's where mirroring comes in. Mirroring is when you subtly reflect the other person's behavior, not in an obvious way, not copying them directly, just small adjustments. If they speak calmly, you match their tone. If they're more energetic, you bring your energy up slightly. If they lean forward while talking, you do the same after a moment. These small shifts often go unnoticed consciously, but subconsciously, they create alignment. And alignment feels like connection. Psychologically, this works because the brain interprets similarity as safety, and when someone feels safe around you, they naturally become more open, more relaxed, more engaged. The key is subtlety, because if it feels forced, it breaks the effect completely. But when done naturally, it creates a smooth, effortless interaction that makes people feel like they just click with you. Trick 3. Let them invest in you. It sounds counterintuitive, but people don't value what you give them. They value what they invest in. When someone puts time, attention, or effort into you, their brain starts to assign value to you, not because of what you did, but because of what they did. This is a well-known psychological effect. Effort creates attachment. So instead of constantly trying to impress or entertain, it's more effective to create space for the other person to engage. Ask for their opinion. Let them explain something they care about. Give them room to contribute. When they talk, listen fully. When they help, appreciate it. Because every small investment they make pulls them slightly closer. Over time, those small moments add up, and what starts as simple interaction turns into genuine interest. Trick 4. The mystery gap. Too much information too quickly can actually weaken attraction. Because attraction needs curiosity, and curiosity needs space. When everything about someone is immediately known, there's nothing left for the mind to explore. But when there's a small gap, something not fully revealed, the brain stays engaged. This is often called an open loop. The mind naturally wants to complete missing information, so it keeps coming back to it. That's why people think more about those who don't reveal everything at once. Not in a distant or cold way, just naturally. Answering questions, but not over-explaining. Sharing, but not unloading everything immediately. This creates a sense that there's more to discover, and that sense of discovery keeps attention alive. Trick 5. Use their name and remember details. Being remembered is powerful, not in a dramatic way, but in small, specific moments. When someone recalls something you mentioned earlier, even something minor, it creates an emotional reaction, because it signals attention, and attention signals importance. Psychologically, this taps into the need for recognition. People want to feel seen. Not just heard, but noticed. Using someone's name during conversation strengthens this effect. Remembering their preferences, their stories, or even small details they've shared, makes interactions feel personal. It tells them, you matter enough to remember. And in a world where most conversations are forgettable, that kind of attention stands out immediately. Trick 6. Comfort with silence. Silence reveals more than words sometimes. Most people try to avoid it. They rush to fill every pause. They speak quickly, even when they don't need to. But this often signals discomfort. On the other hand, people who are comfortable with silence give a very different impression. They pause before speaking. They let moments breathe, and instead of feeling awkward, it feels calm. This is because silence, when handled well, signals confidence. It shows emotional control. It suggests that the person doesn't need constant validation through talking, and that kind of presence is rare. Silence also creates subtle tension, not negative tension, but a kind that deepens interaction. It allows eye contact to linger, it gives meaning to what's being said, and in many cases, it makes the interaction more memorable. Trick 7. Make them feel understood. At the core of all attraction is one simple need: to feel understood. Not just listened to, but truly understood. When someone feels like you get them, their thoughts, their emotions, their perspective, they naturally feel closer to you. This is because understanding creates safety, and safety allows emotional connection to grow. Most people listen just to respond. They wait for their turn to speak, but when someone listens with the intention to understand, it changes everything. It shows in the way they respond, in how they reflect what was said, in how they focus on what actually matters to the other person. This creates validation, a feeling that says, I see you, I hear you, and that feeling is deeply attractive. Final truth: attraction isn't about being impressive. It's not about saying the perfect thing, or trying to stand out constantly. It's about how someone feels when they're around you: understood, comfortable, valued. These 7 behaviors don't force attraction. They allow it to happen naturally, because when someone feels good in your presence, their mind starts to pull them closer, without them even realizing it. Practice these slowly, pay attention to how people respond, and over time, you'll notice something shift: the way people talk to you, the way they look at you, the way they stay. Subscribe. More of this coming every week.